Hello, hello, and welcome back to Faith, Feathers, and Fur. This week has been one of the hardest weeks we've had in a long time, but I wanted to share it with you honestly because, well, let's face it, life on the farm is not always easy. And yet, even in the midst of loss, of hardship, there is so much hope still all around us. So let's go ahead and just jump right on in. So let's start out with, we knew a heat wave was coming. So we did everything we could to prepare. And this right here is our little Bianca. And despite the shade, water, electrolytes, ice packs, you name it, we ended up losing our little Bianca to the heat. She was just shy of 2.5 years old. She had been a little off leading up, so I'd already been giving her electrolytes ahead of time, but when the heat hit, she just didn't make it. And losing her was absolutely heartbreaking. The very next day, things got even harder. A fox came into the yard, and at first we just chased it off, but it came back. And I looked down and thought, what chicken is that? And in the split second, it took me to realize this was not a chicken. The fox had one of Amelia's babies. I was maybe 150 feet away, running with the dogs. Amelia was beating and attacking this little fox with all she had to get her baby back. But unfortunately, it got away, and we never did find the baby again. We had just named her Maple just shortly before this incident. But even in the midst of those losses, there have been some bright spots. Our little Ziva is growing like a little weed, and she's decided she is one of the pack. She's one of the dogs, and she likes living her life just like that. They've taught her to lay on her side. They've taught her to shake her feathers just like they do, and she is just so funny. So I happened to catch a few of these moments on video, so let's go ahead and jump into those. Here's our Ziva getting a preview of last week's Faith, Feathers, and Fur weekly update. She just loves watching our videos, especially when there's a scene of herself on camera.
It's all a reminder that you don't have to do it all. God's creation teaches us how to live,
Our little Ziva is determined to tell everyone that she is the boss. Here she is, staring down one of the babies. Here she is trying to perch on Skoke. Poor Skoke. She doesn't know if she should run or hide or just freeze and hold still. But she's definitely part of the pack, that little Ziva. And she definitely fits herself right in. Here she is perched and sleeping on our older dog, Suzuki. With all that growing, it requires a lot of napping. And so here she is, fading away into her little nap. Of course, laying on the dog's blanket. The dogs have been definitely earning their keep lately, learning to patrol the perimeter and keep that fox away. The puppies are coming along so well, and they're even getting used to the cats, which is such a relief. But of course, it's not all work and no play. Here the dogs are getting to go play down in the water and have their cool off, swim, playtime, and just enjoying their days. while it's a bit blurry, we did get to see this heron. It flew up into the very tops of this tree. It was so far up, but it was so neat to sit back and watch it preen and just hang out in this tree for a while. It's amazing how much nature can just feed your soul. And then there was this giant jellyfish just floating by. It was quite the sight to see. This thing was like almost the size of a volleyball. I don't think I've ever seen one quite so big. So then our sweet Audrey decided to show me where her eggs were at. I had been looking for these for days. I could not figure out where in the world was she laying these eggs. Turns out it was out in the brush under these ferns, and there were 9 eggs. Oh my goodness, our little Audrey. Everyone else has been doing good. Our little Sugar is just happy as can be. And then, of course, little Ziva, she gets herself in the midst of everything. She's always right there. And little Lincoln has been doing so good, too. He's just been strutting around and hanging out with girls, living his best life. I don't know why it's been so hard to capture on video, but the termites hatched this week and the chickens have been obsessed with them. They look like they're just staring up at nothing and suddenly jumping in the air. Here Lexi is chasing one around right there, but quickly got distracted. Lisa's 4 little babies that we've been taking care of since she decided to abandon ship on motherhood are doing amazing. They're growing so big. Here's one of them up in the tree and the other one on top of some of our stuff. They are just incredible little sparks of life, and they love cuddles and they love coming in at night on their own into their crate, and they're just growing so fast and becoming such amazing little people. And then here's Lemon's little babies, and she has abandoned ship from the heat wave ever since. She has not been sleeping with them, so now they're mine to take care of. And again, I'm mommy hen, which I do not complain about at all. They are wonderful little ones, and they're growing so fast and just maturing so well, and they're just amazing. So even though we had some hard losses this week, we also had these sweet, funny, and unexpected moments. And really, that's the heart of life here. It's raw, it's unpredictable, and it's full of blessings right in the middle of it all, which actually ties in to the tangents with grace that I shared yesterday, that not everything goes as planned, but that doesn't mean we lose hope. Whether it's life, faith, or animals, we just keep showing up because God's goodness is woven through every season. Which brings me to a Shalom update. While you don't see any exterior changes, he is getting so much more energy and just that sparkle back in his eye. So just like with Shalom, things shifted and they went not as planned. And because it went not as planned, we had to adapt. we didn't let it derail us. We just adapted. We changed his diet. We added in some supplements. But just as the changes of season, this week we had that massive heat wave. And then this weekend we're getting rain. It's been a swing and a shift, and we adapt to each season, each challenge, and we keep going. So remember that God always has a way of working things out, working things together for your good, even when things change and don't go as planned. So if your week hasn't unfolded the way you expected, take a breath, refocus, and know that you're doing better than you think. Thank you so much for joining us this week. From our little flock, pack, herd, and heart to yours, God bless. We'll see you soon.